Hey guys, it's Jake, and today we're reviewing the LEGO Tintin Moon Rocket. It just released in April. It costs $160 and it comes with 1,283 pieces. So, overall initial impressions, this set is awesome. So if you don't know about Tintin, it's actually a comic book series,
which is extremely popular, as Tintin has sold over 270 million copies worldwide. And it was written by a Belgian author, Herge, which was his pen name, with his real name being Georges Remy. I actually didn't know this, and I just found this out while researching for this video.
Out of all the sets LEGO can make for Tintin, I would definitely the Moon Rocket would definitely be the set to make. It's the most iconic for Tintin, so perfect decision.
And here are our 5 minifigs and our dog Snowy that come with the set. This is a great selection of characters, and this is like throughout the Tintin comics, this is the main cast of characters. But there was actually 8 people in the Moon Rocket in the comic story. So we're missing out on a few characters. We're missing out. There's 2 spies on board the ship, which are pretty pivotal, and it would have been nice for them to be included. But at least we got the core characters. And first up, our main character, Tintin. He looks great. His hair piece is perfect. It's an exact look-alike to what it looks like in the comics. All of these characters have the same astronaut uniform, the same oxygen tank on the back, except for Tintin and Haddock both have these briefcase-like devices. Here we have Captain Haddock, one of my favorite characters. He looks great. You can see he's holding that other briefcase device I was talking about on Tintin. And the center white circle, that's actually a flashlight that's used in the comic. So next we have Thompson and Thompson. Now, they're very identical in the comic, but they're actually different. Now, Thompson, they're both spelled differently. So Thompson, without the P, is on the right side of the screen. And he has, the way you could tell him apart is his mustache on the edges is curls upwards. Now, Thompson with a P, he's on the left side of your screen. His mustache goes straight down. Now, last thing, I wish LEGO included an alternate hairpiece, because traditionally their hair for both of these guys are black. They have black hair, but they got a sickness which was changing the color of their hair when they were in space, so that's why it's green, but I would have liked the option to go with black so they look how they usually do in all the other comics. So, and our last minifig, we have Cuthbert Calculus. Nothing much to say. Printing's nice on him, and the bald cap piece represents him very well. And the last of our crew, we have Snowy, and the only non-minifig character in the set. He's got excellent printing. I love his little oxygen tank. It would have been nice if he had a little helmet to go with him, but LEGO would have to make a new mold for that, so I imagine that's why he doesn't have one. Now, the rocket itself is awesome. It looks great. There's hardly any visible studs. It almost looks like a mold. Like, this is an excellent LEGO set. There's a lot of technic intricacies inside of the rocket, and it never really felt repetitive. The most repetitive part, I would say, are these stabilizer wings that you can see right now. But overall, this rocket was an awesome build. I had a lot of fun building it, and I think it might end up being one of my top builds of the year. But, you know, the year is nowhere near ending. We're not even close. We're still in April, so we'll have to see. But I think it's going to be one of my top sets.
The Tintin rocket is huge. It's 19.5 inches tall, and the stabilizing fins, these babies right here, they're 9 inches in width. So the rocket is pretty substantial.
Now, what I'd like to point out now is actually the rocket is tapered. And because of this, there's no space inside the rocket for anything else.
Which is actually, I was impressed Lego was able to do. It's kind of hard to see. It's very slight, but you could even see from the comic here, it's a lot more tapered. But they were able to achieve it, which is extremely accurate. They're even able to. It kind of bends back in at the top right there. It starts curving back in, so it's super accurate. And the technic process that was used to achieve this is very complicated. I actually like struggled a little bit. I had to like pay attention a lot more than I usually do. Like sometimes I watch like a YouTube video or something when I'm building sets, but this time I actually had to just like focus on the instructions and the actual parts, putting them together. It was very complicated. So the Tintin set does come with an interior space. It's very small and it's only in the top capsule of the ship, but it's nice that they did include something. I was wondering if they're going to be able to include something, and they actually did pull it off. The best way to actually open this up is to actually totally remove it from the ship itself. Now, first thing you got to do is this piece ties in the top molds of the two parts. You got to remove that. And then it's always a guess. Like sometimes you pull off the wrong side because it's a one-sided build. Here is the inside of the Tintin rocket. And it's as accurate as you could make a small space like this. The color of the machinery, the floor, it's all very accurate to the comic. It's like the exact colors. Here's a sticker of the Earth, they could see. And, you know, you can see your stars.
You can kind of fit a guy on there, but not really.
So that's it for today's video. I think the Tintin set is awesome. For $160, you know, this is a pretty large model, and I think it's worth the price. And the build was fun, and overall, I think it's a great set, you know. So yeah, that was my review. Thank you for watching. I put a lot of effort into it. So if you would like the video and give me a comment, tell me what you would think, I'd appreciate that. And I'll see you guys for my next video.